Hey guys, this is your snowboard instructor Skip, and in this video we're going to talk the 12 beginner skills you want to learn on your first day of riding. When you master these skills, you're going to be able to slide down the mountain, you're going to prepare yourself for the first run, and you're going to be prepared for the chairlift. I'm going to show you step by step how every skill works. That way you're going to be able to do it yourself as well. I will also be giving away some free awesome stuff which is really going to help you. So make sure to watch the video until the end, because somewhere in the video I'll be doing a free giveaway. So I want to get started with the video, but before we do that I want to ask you to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification button so you won't miss out on all the cool stuff. So without any further ado, let's get started with the first skill. And the first skill is not really a skill, it's more a thing you need to know. And it is because skiers, they are falling a lot. They have stoppers on the ski, so when the ski pops off, the ski stops and it doesn't slide down. A snowboard does not have a stopper. That's the reason when you put your snowboard on the snow, that you always have to put it or upside down or you keep it in one hand, because otherwise the snowboard is gonna go down like a missile. When this happens to you, you owe your friends a drink and the person who found them. That's an unofficial rule. Let's continue to the second skill, which is gonna be how to take your snowboard on. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna take our snowboard on with the leading leg, which is the leg which is in front when you snowboard. When you don't know which one is your leading leg, I'll put a link in the subscription or in the video somewhere here to my other video about goofy or regular. Let's get started with the second skill. We're gonna take our snowboard on right now. I'm gonna do a demonstration on it so it's clear to you how it works. What you're gonna do is you're gonna get your snowboard in the slope in a horizontal way. That way when you get up, your snowboard won't start sliding to the left or the right. So if the slope is like this, you put your snowboard in like this. Then if you look closely here at the binding, you see the binding has flaps. By pulling them up, the binding goes loose. Now you get your front foot in the binding. Then if you look close here, you see the flaps, you get them in there in the strap, and then you start pulling it until it is tight. So this is good. Now we're gonna get up, and then we're gonna start with the second skill, which is gonna be skating. So whenever you are snowboarding, you also have to go in the lifts. To be able to go in the lifts, you might want to learn how to snowboard, otherwise you might bump into people and that's not nice. So you can skate in two ways. You can skate with your rear leg behind the snowboard like this, and you can also skate with your leg in front of the snowboard. That's how skating works. So you might want to do it a bit more than this, maybe do a few rounds so you really start to get used to the feeling of sliding on a snowboard. So the third skill is gonna be walking up the hill. You can skate up the hill, which is also possible to walk up the hill, which works like this. You put your snowboard in the slope horizontal again, and then you just walk up like this. So that's also a skill you want to practice around a bit. Then the next one we're gonna do is the fourth skill, is we're gonna start to make our first meters on the snowboard. The way to do this is you put your snowboard in the slope like this. So if you stand on the snowboard, it will start sliding. What you're gonna do when it slides is you're gonna try to brake. And the way to brake is you get your toe in the snow, so you drag it, or you get your heel in the snow. That way your snowboard will brake. I get my board in the fall line, I skate once, put my leg against the rear binding. Now I get some speed. Now I put my heel in the snow, and that way I'll brake. So you want to do this at a place where it's not too steep, because otherwise you won't be able to brake. So that's the fourth skill you want to learn, and you want to learn this with your heel in the toe, and also it's a good idea to learn it with your toe in the snow. The fifth skill is gonna be, we're gonna slide on our snowboard, and when we are sliding, we're gonna try to make a turn. This is really important because when you wanna look like a professional, when you get out of the lift, this is what you have to do. And when you're falling around, you will not look like a professional. So that's why it's a good idea to learn this one as well. The way it works is you get your snowboard in the fall line like this. Then you skate once, like we did before with the other exercise. You put your leg against the rear binding. When you put it against the rear binding here, you will have more grip for steering. So that's also a good tip. And your main focus, I would say, would be on having your body weight on the front leg. When you start leaning to the back, your weight is on the tail, and then your tail cannot go to the left or the right. That's why we always try to have the weight on the front. I'm gonna do a demonstration now how it works. So you skate once, have your weight on the front leg, and now you lean back. That way you make a backside turn. You're also gonna need to learn how to make a frontside turn, which I'm gonna show you as well. So once again, you get on the snowboard, put your weight on the front. When you are sliding, you're gonna stand on the toes, and that way the snow will make a turn for you. In the end of your turn, it's also important to counter rotate the movement of the snowboard by leaning even more to the front. And 1, 2, 3, here we go. Weight to the front, bend the knee. Now go stand on the toes, lean to the front. That's how you do it. This exercise is one of the best, because this way you're gonna be safe when you get out of the chairlift and you won't bump into other people. So that's the first skills which are gonna help you to learn how to snowboard. And by the way, when you're liking the stuff which I'm making, smash that like button right now, because that way other people are gonna see this video as well. So that's the skills you want to learn on your first day of riding, and it's okay to spread these skills over, like, you don't have to do it in one day. It's okay if you spread it over a few days. I want to mention there's also a free course available on this. In this course you're gonna learn to slide down any mountain. You get taught by a licensed and experienced instructor, and it's entirely for free. So check that out as well. I'll put a link in the description, because this is really gonna help you a lot when you want to learn snowboarding. That's it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching. This was your snowboard instructor Skip. Peace out.